Ever wondered how cybersecurity experts can gather information about a domain without directly interacting with it? The answer lies in a technique known as DNS footprinting. This method is like a detective's secret weapon, passively collecting crucial data without alerting the subject of their investigation. Domain Name System, or DNS for short, is the Internet's equivalent of a phone book. It maintains a directory of domain names and translates them to IP addresses. DNS footprinting is all about extracting valuable information from this directory. It can reveal a domain's IP addresses, the mail servers it uses, and any associated subdomains, all without the need for direct interaction. This technique provides a wealth of insights for cybersecurity experts, enabling them to understand a domain's structure and vulnerabilities. It's a fundamental part of the reconnaissance stage in ethical hacking. Now you might be wondering, how does DNS footprinting actually work? Let's dive in and explore. The magic of DNS footprinting lies in the DNS records. Just as a magician relies on his deck of cards, a cybersecurity enthusiast leans heavily on DNS records. These records, you see, are the lifeblood of DNS footprinting. They help map out the internet landscape, revealing the hidden intricacies of domains, subdomains, and IP addresses. Picture it as a treasure hunt. Each DNS record type, A, MX, NS, and SOA, is a clue, leading the way through the labyrinth of the internet. An A record, for instance, points you straight to the IP address associated with a domain, serving as your compass. MX records, on the other hand, are your treasure maps, revealing the mail servers linked to a domain. Then there are NS records, your trusty sidekicks, which provide the names of servers that hold the delegated zone information. Finally, there's the SOA record, the oracle of your adventure, holding critical details about the DNS zone, including the primary name server, the email of the domain administrator, and the domain serial number. But how do we uncover these clues? Well, that's where DNS footprinting tools come into play. These tools are like metal detectors, combing through the sands of data to extract the golden nuggets of information hidden within DNS records. They probe and poke, retrieve and reveal, turning raw data into a treasure trove of insights. These tools can perform DNS lookups, zone transfers, and reverse DNS lookups. With a DNS lookup, they can fetch the IP address associated with a domain. A zone transfer gives them a copy of the entire zone file. It's like getting your hands on the complete treasure map. And with a reverse DNS lookup, they can cross-verify the domain associated with a specific IP address. With these records, a cybersecurity expert can piece together a detailed picture of a domain. But why is this important? Just like a jigsaw puzzle, each piece of information helps form a bigger picture. And this bigger picture, my friends, is the key to understanding the intricate web of the internet, its vulnerabilities, and how to secure it. You might think, great, I have all this data, but what do I do with it? Well, this is where the true magic of DNS footprinting comes into play. It's not just about gathering data, it's about understanding and leveraging the potential of that data. To put it simply, it's about turning raw data into actionable insights. And in the world of cybersecurity, actionable insights are like gold dust. Let's start with penetration testing, which is a critical process for identifying and addressing system vulnerabilities. DNS footprinting can highlight potential weak spots in a system's security. By mapping out a network structure, we can identify areas that might be more susceptible to attacks. From there, we can take necessary steps to fortify these areas, or even set traps for would-be attackers. But it doesn't stop there. DNS footprinting is also incredibly useful in system enumeration. This is the process of identifying the resources available within a network, such as host names, IP addresses, and network services. DNS footprinting can provide a detailed overview of these resources, giving cybersecurity professionals a clear picture of a network's landscape. This, in turn, can help them plan and execute effective cybersecurity strategies. And that's the beauty of DNS footprinting. It's not just about gathering information, it's about using that information to make informed decisions. It's about being proactive, not reactive. It's about staying one step ahead of the attackers, not just cleaning up after them. Indeed, DNS footprinting is a powerful tool in the cybersecurity arsenal. However, it's worth noting that just like any tool, It can be used for good or ill. It can be used to protect a network or to exploit it. That's why it's crucial to use it responsibly and always with the best interests of the network and its users in mind. So, DNS footprinting is not just a fancy trick, it's a powerful tool in the cybersecurity arsenal. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility. While DNS footprinting can be a powerful tool, it's crucial to use it ethically. The world of cybersecurity, just like any other domain, must adhere to ethical guidelines and legal boundaries. DNS footprinting, despite its utility, is no exception to this rule. It's a technique that can reveal a wealth of information about a domain, but it's important to remember that with great power comes great responsibility. The ethical considerations surrounding DNS footprinting are significant. It's not a tool to be wielded recklessly or with ill intent. It's not a weapon for compromising systems or exploiting vulnerabilities for personal gain. Instead, it's a tool for securing our digital world, for protecting systems and data, and for promoting a safer, more secure internet. One should always respect privacy and confidentiality when using DNS footprinting. Avoid causing harm and steer clear of any actions that could inadvertently disrupt the normal functioning of a domain. Always seek permission where necessary and refrain from using this technique for any form of unauthorized access. Moreover, it's paramount to stay within the legal boundaries. Different regions have different laws and regulations when it comes to cybersecurity practices. Understanding and adhering to these legal frameworks is essential to avoid crossing the line into illegal territory. In essence, use DNS footprinting responsibly. It's a tool for defense, not offense. It's a tool for protection, not exploitation. It's a tool for ensuring the integrity and security of our digital infrastructure, not undermining it. Wrapping up, the importance of DNS footprinting in the cybersecurity landscape cannot be overstated. It's a powerful technique that can provide invaluable insights into a domain's structure and vulnerabilities, making it a vital asset for security professionals and enthusiasts alike. To sum up, DNS footprinting is an effective technique for gathering domain information, aiding in cybersecurity efforts, and ultimately protecting our digital world. Remember, the goal is to secure, not to exploit.